The Fourth Way Up. Chapter 14. Self-Observation. In the fourth way, self-observation is based on detailed knowledge of why, how, and what to observe in oneself. It is necessary to know what centers of mental activity a person has, how they work correctly, and how they work incorrectly. One needs to observe the activity cycles of various psyche centers and the activity transition from one center to another. We must know the features of the work of the centers at different times, years, seasons, weeks, and days. Tracking our roles and poses, our manipulations and lies, our pride, and much more is necessary. Self-observation is a large and complex work, to which perhaps many more books will be devoted to. Here, we will limit ourselves to an introduction to self-observation. On the one hand, this introduction is enough to begin individual work. On the other hand, more serious work is possible only in a group. The process of self-observation is most effective when one carries it out after the stop command given by the teacher. However, self-observation by your own commands is valuable. First of all, pay attention to the body's fulcrum, the body's center of gravity, tension in the body posture, gestures, and facial expressions. During self-observation, you should never change anything. You need to observe. Only then should you learn to relax unloaded muscles and stop useless movements. Through the emotional part, the motor center is connected with the emotional part of the emotional center. The corresponding posture, gesture, and facial expression are associated with the corresponding emotions, identifications, and therefore with the loss of oneself. Next, you observe the state of the emotional center. Emotions, imagination, excuses, lies, habits, masks, roles, manipulations, and games. In this case, there should be a position of an impartial observer. Nothing can be changed. Then, you should track the connection of the emotional center with the instinctive and sexual centers. The next object of observation is the intellectual center. Observe the internal dialogue, imaginations, and habits of this center. It is beneficial to keep a diary of self-observations. At first, you have to write down a lot of information, then much less, because you will describe only significant moments of observations. Due to the fact that there is constant unconscious and often wordless programming of one person by another, developed self-observation is of great importance not only for people following the fourth way, but also for everyone who professionally works with people, psychotherapists, psychiatrists, teachers, doctors of various profiles, investigators, etc. These people need to monitor the changes occurring in their psyche in order not to become infected with some mental issues from the client. Some people, consciously or not, overload their worries and concerns on friends and acquaintances. There are also known methods for opening the emotional center of people to influence them. The most famous method is NLP, although there are even more subtle and sophisticated suggestion techniques, both direct and remote. Therefore, constant alertness and self-observation are necessary when communicating with other people, but in no way suspicion and mistrust. Self-observation takes on special significance when a person moves from number 3 to number 4. The news for man number 4 will be contact with previously unknown phenomena as a result of entering the information world. Everything that books describe on this subject is often fiction of people copying each other's writings. Actual experience is conveyed in the process of direct training and is not subject to disclosure.